Welcome back, everyone. Thanks for checking out this video, Snack Chats with TLB. Today I'm here with Anamarie. Anamarie, who are you? Tell us about yourself and your role at TLB Nutrition Therapy.
Yeah, hi. My name's Anamarie. I'm a dietitian at TLB. I see clients one-on-one, and that is my main role at TLB right now.
Awesome. So what brought you here? What brought you to TLB?
Yeah, I was really tired of weight-centric care. And there was a point where I was like, I don't know if I want to be a dietitian anymore. I'm not loving this. It's not really feeling like person-centered at all. Felt very robotic. And so I just kind of started to like spread my wings a little bit in the dietitian world. And I saw that TLB was hiring, and I was like, whoa, this place really looks like what I'm looking for. And that's really it. I always tell people to like spread your wings and don't get so focused on one thing because that really helped me kind of find my niche in the dietitian world.
For sure. I feel like that's a common theme, just kind of not loving that weight-centric care and being like, I have to get out of this. I had that same experience, so I totally hear where you're coming from.
Yeah, yeah, I thought I was doomed. I was like, what did I spend
What
all
did I
the
do?
money in college on? You know? But so I'm
Yes.
so grateful. And that's really what pulled me into the eating disorder space in general because I was like, oh, this is kind of a niche where people are focusing on like more person-centered work and diet neutrality and weight neutrality. And so I just started expanding and reading and found
Yeah.
myself.
Amazing. Well, tell us about the kind of clients you like to work with.
Yeah, I really like working with queer individuals. I'm queer, and so that's kind of like one of my passion areas. And also a lot of genderqueer folks, just because the eating disorders are so prominent and overlooked within that population. Um, so those populations, neurodivergence too, as well. I'm also neurodivergent. So I really enjoy like helping people understand their brain and how like their relationship with food, body, and movement connect to that. Um, and then within all of that, I also have kind of a specialty within hormone health and PCOS. So I do a lot of hormone work with individuals, whether that's something like PCOS or prenatal, postnatal care, or any like endocrine related things. That's my main
Amazing.
population group. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I love that. So many different populations. That's really cool.
Yeah.
What would you say like a typical session with you looks like? Well, how do you like to kind of conduct your work one-on-one?
Yeah, I loved that on this question. It was like, if that is even a thing, because every session I know is so different.
For
But
sure.
a typical session, I always, like, when I first meet with my clients, I always say, like, my sessions are really chill. We're here to chat, do some nutrition stuff, but I really enjoy making sure that sessions are catered towards the person that I'm meeting with. So I always say I'm here to meet you with where you're at versus like where I'm at. I typically don't come into session with an agenda, unless maybe that was something that was like brought up in the session before that. But yeah, for the most part, it's really chatty. I really like to get into like the therapeutic conversation of things to really understand someone's relationship with food, body, and movement. So chatty, I say for the most part. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that's amazing. Like you said, it's like every client's going to be different. Every session is going to look different. Even with the same client, each session is probably going to look different. And so that's so cool to just be like, I'm meeting you where you're at. Like, what do you need today? Because that can
Yeah.
change from week.
Yeah, I know. It's like sometimes with the same client, we're having like a really chatty session. The next time I'm helping them like organize their pantry. The next thing is like we're eating in session. Um, I really like to a lot of the times we can get stuck in that like conversation in session, but I'm like, we could bring that work into session. So that's what I really, really enjoy is like, how can we use session time, um, like make the most of session time really for that person. So that might be eating, that might be organizing a pantry or meal planning or whatever it is. Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah, I love that. Well, and I feel like this is a good segue because I wanted to ask, what is one thing, if not more, that most people wouldn't know about like nutrition therapy or working with a dietitian specifically at TLB?
Yeah. I love this question because I think I also say this in my first session where I'm like, I'm not your typical dietitian. I'm a cool dietitian, you know, that like mean girls saying, but really I think it's true because I always like to check in too to see if anyone's worked with a dietitian before me. Um, not I don't know if I can cuss, but not to like shit on other dietitians, but a lot of people just do meal plan based work. Um, and so I always kind of like crack that stigma of like, I'm gonna get to know you and kind of like why maybe like meal plans are great, can be really helpful, but like why maybe they haven't helped you in the past because I typically see that like therapeutic process missing from a lot of nutrition care approaches. So I always like to say, like, we're going to really get to know each other. We're going to gab. And then we're going to dig our hands into a lot of like the nutrition stuff that like you need to support yourself. So, yeah,
Yeah.
answer your question, do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then speaking of like nutrition topics, are there any like specific topics you really love diving into with clients? I know we talked about populations you enjoy working with. So I'm just kind
Mhm.
of curious, was just general topics that you really love to explore.
Yeah. General topics that I love to explore. I really enjoy like looking at like deconstructing diet culture and then like kind of looking at like the history of diet culture, the systems that diet culture has like created for a lot of people. So also like I guess like diving into like the diet culture history. I think I just repeated myself a lot, but
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so interesting to like find out where some of these systems come from and like how they have like become part of our culture today. So
Mhm.
I be so validating for clients to be like, oh my gosh, like no wonder I experienced this or I feel this way because of this system in place or like this like push in our culture and society.
Yeah, yeah. I feel like that's like really enlightening for a lot of clients.
Mm.
Um, to like wait, it's I feel like they're like waking up and they're like, oh my gosh, yeah, like exactly what you said. Like, no wonder I'm thinking this way, and the system kind of like raised me to think this way, and then like just get to see individuals or like my clients like deconstruct that over time is really cool. Um, and then yeah, hearing them be like, I used to think this way, and now I know that this sucks, right? So yeah. Um,
Uh,
yeah, I really enjoyed like the deconstruction process of a lot of this work.
For sure. Yeah, it's so cool to like watch that light bulb kind of turn on for clients and be like, "Oh my gosh, like I get it," or like I'm understanding now and I'm seeing these like two separate ideas. So, yeah, that's
Yeah,
really cool.
yeah.
Um, all right. How about, are there any like projects you're working on? Anything about the future you're feeling really excited about when it comes to your work?
Yeah, right now I'm starting a group with TLB that I'm really excited about. Yeah. Um, it's going to be like an art-based processing group. So I guess what I was saying before is like I really like to kind of do odd things in session. And I was seeing in session a lot of my clients really resonating with like art or like kind of like, yeah, processing through more of a creative outlet. So I'm really excited to do it in a group setting. I think community is great for recovery work. I see so many of my clients getting really isolated in their eating disorders or disordered eating. So, um, I'm excited to bring a community aspect to more of this creative verbal processing in this work. So I'm excited. It's gonna
That group is gonna be so cool.
yeah, yeah. And it's really for everyone. It's kind of one of those places that's like, come as you are, and you don't have to share too much. There's like no pressure to be any type of way in the group. So I'm really excited to see people like individually express themselves and then also come together as like a community.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think I cut you off. Were you saying when it's going to be starting up?
Yeah, it's going to be starting in August.
Okay.
So that's
Cool.
a month from now. Yeah,
Yeah.
excited.
Awesome. Yeah. We're so excited. That's going to be such a valuable group for the whole practice, all the clients. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I can't wait.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Let's transition a little bit. I'm just checking out my questions here. I want to hear what you enjoy about being a part of the TLB team.
Yeah, I love so many things about the TLB team. Everyone is so awesome, and it's really the coolest place to be. Everyone is so supportive. I think that is like by far my favorite thing. I've been in so many situations where you're like almost trying to prove yourself or like work really hard individually, but I really do love the group effort that is like TLB. We're all here to support one another. So I love that. I love the team. Um, I love the office. I don't know. I work in office.
Mhm.
Um, and I like the office is so fun and quirky and funky. We've got like really fun art. There's lots of cats everywhere. And the joke is like I am such a dog person, but like somehow like everything about my work is covered in cat stuff. So yeah. But yeah, the office space is awesome. And I just love being in such a like welcoming, affirming, inclusive space. I think that's really rare for a lot of work cultures. And so I love that I get to express like who I am as a person authentically, and then also like make that safe space for my clients as well. So I truly feel um, like the space welcomes everyone, which I really love.
Yeah. Yeah. It truly is like the best company culture
I
there is. Even
know.
like working, like I don't even get to step foot in the office, but I'm like, everyone is just so like kind and fun and supportive. And yeah, it's amazing.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
totally.
so fun. Yeah.
Yeah. What do you think you would be doing if you're not a dietitian?
Uh, I would be a dog trainer. I say this
Yeah.
all the time. I'm like very, very into dog training. It's funny because it's like I would be doing something else in like behavior, which is like dog training is also a behavior of like the animal world.
Yeah.
Um, but right now, it's really like a passion area of mine. And my family dog is in process to be a therapy dog. So he's like passed his first exam, and I'm working with him to pass his second exam. So I do a lot of dog training in my free time. So I would do that as a career if I wasn't doing this.
That is so cool. Do you have like a little side thing or is it just your family dogs right now?
It's just my family, except honestly, I am dog sitting all of the time. Like,
Yeah.
I think I just like dog sit, and then all my friends are excited because they're like, "Will you train my dog while you're dog sitting him?" So, but no, I'm not. I don't have any like side hustles around it. Right now, it's just like my family dog, and it's a lot of work, honestly. Um, but he's a canine good citizen, if anyone knows what that means. They can take this
That's great.
exam. So he's a good citizen right now. He has to pass his good citizen community, and then he can take his therapy dog exam. And his litter mate is a therapy dog and goes to like schools and hospitals and stuff. So that's like what I want to do with him in my free time.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just like a hobby right now. but I could see myself, I think maybe retirement. My dream is like living on a lot of land and like either fostering a lot of dogs or doing something, some sort of like training or volunteer work there. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. I
yeah.
love it. All right, final question. What is your favorite comfort food or something, some sort of food you keep going back to right now?
Yeah, so I'm in the Austin area. My favorite comfort food restaurant is El Dorado Cafe. It's North Austin, but they have the best. It's Mexican food, but it's like very authentic. It's not like Tex-Mex, I would say. It's like authentic Mexican food, and their mole enchiladas are incredible. I'm like, oh, it's like a warm hug in a meal. So delicious and comforting. Sarah, if you ever come to
Yeah,
Austin, you need to go because it's
we'll go.
amazing. Yeah.
Yeah. This video is not sponsored by them. It's just that good.
This video, I wish it was. I wish I had
Right?
a lifetime sponsorship to El Dorado. I would save so much money. But it's amazing. And then they have like salsa flights where you can get all these salsas and you're just enjoying some chips and like five different salsas. Your mouth is burning, but you don't care. It's amazing.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. Sounds so good. Yeah, I'm booking a flight. We're all going.
Yeah. Please come. Yeah.
Uh, awesome. Well, thank you so much for spending your morning with me. It was so nice getting to know you a little bit more, and I think this can be great. And yeah, the community can get to know you a little bit more, current clients, future clients, everybody. So yes, thank you so much. And yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in again to Snack Chats with TLB, and we will see y'all next time.
Yeah. Bye.